what's good, Commanders fans? Just going to do a quick recap video of the 2 joint practices against the Baltimore Ravens. Some stock up and stock down. Shout out to my guy Pedro. He already put his video out. I'm definitely going to put mine out. Wasn't able to get to it earlier, but I'm going to get it out to you guys now. There is a couple of football games on tonight, so I'm going to pull that up too, man. I haven't even looked at the board, but shout out to Prize Picks. You can use my promo code RealEdOliver. You get a 100% deposit match up to $100 using Prize Picks. The app is Prize Picks. So my picks for today, I'm looking at Dorian Thompson-Robinson right now. I got him getting over 100 passing yards. He got over, I want to say he got over 100 against us. He had a darn good game. And I'm going to go with Trey Sermon over 26.5 rushing yards for tonight for the game for the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Cleveland Browns. So Trey Sermon over 26.5 rushing yards, and then Dorian Thompson-Robinson over 97.5 passing yards for tonight. All right, y'all. So like I said, down below in the description, you use my link and use my promo code RealEdOliver for a 100% deposit match on Prize Picks. All right, so stock up. We're just recapping. I don't like what I've seen on social media from Ravens fans. I'm just going to address that really quick. A lot of Ravens fans are happy and excited that Devin Duvernay just pushed over or grabbed Emmanuel Forbes from behind, and they're just hyping that up. They're just so excited. Emmanuel Forbes did tweet something out last night. He was like, that's funny about Devin Duvernay's picture with the Ravens. Not going to get too much into that, but Ravens fans, they definitely were talking a lot of trash, and it's expected. We did take over their practice field. We did take over their live chat as well. I had a great time at the Ravens facility as well, so I definitely enjoyed myself for sure. There was a good amount of Commanders fans there as well, but it definitely did rub me the wrong way. So we'll talk about Sam Howell. I thought Sam Howell did a good job, did a solid job there when I was there on day one. He didn't throw the ball over really 15 yards from what I saw. A lot of things was in the short and intermediate routes, and a Baltimore beat reporter said the same thing. He went 12 for 15. You got to take what the defense gives you, and you keep cutting them up with some of the short passes, and then you can hit them deep, catch them lacking. So in the West Coast offense, you got to get the ball out quick. Now, the offensive line, they still were a little concerned. Like the first play that I saw, like they got back there in like 2 seconds and sacked Sam Howell. It literally might have been like 2 seconds, and they just sacked him on the first play. But other than that, they were okay. They weren't terrible, but they were okay. Wiley had one rep where he struggled with Owe, definitely Owe. I think that's his name from the Ravens. But other than that, the offensive line, they did give him time, So, but he got the ball to Jahan a couple of times. He had a really nice pass to Terry, spread the wealth, got the ball to Cole Turner one time. So I thought he did a good job. He was composed. Marlon Humphrey said it himself as well. He said that Sam Howell is really composed, and Terry McLaurin, he was out there cooking Marlon Humphrey. Every time they were matched up, he was cooking Marlon Humphrey. Curtis Samuel, when he was matched up against Kyle Hamilton, he was cooking Kyle Hamilton, and nobody could really stop Jahan Dotson out there. He was getting to his spots and getting open a couple of times out there as well. So I thought Sam was fine for sure. So let's talk about a guy. Let's talk about a low key guy that had his stock go up this week. Andre Jones, with Chase Young not being available, Andre Jones got to get some playing time, and he was getting first team reps. And Ben Standing on his podcast said that he's going to make the team over KJ Henry. So that's pretty big. That's a big statement from Ben Standing there, in his opinion, that we traded up for KJ Henry, and this guy Andre Jones on the 7th round pick potentially is going to make it over KJ Henry. Also, Mitch Tischler from NBC Sports Washington, I want to say, he's with JP Finley on the Beltway podcast. He said Lamar Jackson got to the outside on one play on the goal line in goal line drills or red zone drills, and Andre Jones was able to keep Lamar Jackson contained. So, and that really showed his athleticism there from Andre Jones. That was very impressive from Andre Jones, and he talked about being coached by Ryan Kerrigan as well. So Andre Jones, man, he had a good play in the preseason game where he had a tackle for loss on 3rd down, and the Browns, pushed the Browns back a couple yards, and the Browns kicker missed that kick. So Andre Jones has been making some noise, man, and Ron Rivera said some good things about Andre Jones as well. Another guy is Alex Arma. He got a couple catches from Sam Howell that I saw. He's been playing fullback / tight end, and he had a really good rep against Roquan Smith. John Keim said that Alex Arma was super physical with Roquan Smith on one-on-ones. Did a really good job in pass protection against Roquan Smith. Really just the receivers as well. Their stock is going to be what it is. It's always going to be up. Jahan is so talented. Curtis is super talented. And Terry McLaurin is a top 10 wide receiver. The Ravens guys could not check those guys at all. They just didn't get any deep plays. But in the short intermediate game, they certainly got open. They definitely moved the chains and got first downs for sure. So Terry McLaurin's a dog. Enough said, man. Jahan Dotson can't be stopped. He can't be checked. Mitchell Tinsley stood out. His stock went up. He made some really good plays on the one-on-ones. and he made some really good plays with the second string on 11 on 11s as well. He made some nice catches. He made a couple of diving catches. Like, he has sticky hands, man. He really was making plays out there, and I was impressed by Mitchell Tinsley as well. Tyree Castro-Fields, he had a couple pass breakups that I saw. He was pretty active out there with the second string team, a couple plays with the first strings as well. So I thought Tyree Castro-Fields stood out. His stock went up. He potentially can make the roster. Emmanuel Forbes versus Odell Beckham. I thought Emmanuel Forbes did a good job for the most part. Now, he did get beat where Lamar underthrew him. Lamar just did not have a good 2 days at all, in my opinion. Underthrew some guys. Some guys did drop passes, like Aguilar dropped a pass, Justice Hill dropped a pass. But Emmanuel Forbes, where he did have that nice deflection on Odell, where he caught up with Odell. I thought he made a good play on that. But yes, he did get beat by Odell, where Lamar underthrew him. He made a great play against Mark Andrews in the end zone. He made a good play on Nelson Aguilar in the end zone as well. So, you know, it was kind of an up and down day, but he was very aggressive as a rookie, not being scared of the moment against some really good receivers. Zay Flowers, Odell, Mark Andrews is a good tight end / wide receiver out there. Basically, he's like a wide receiver. He's a legitimate receiving tight end. So I thought Emmanuel Forbes certainly did a good job for a rookie out there, for sure. Antonio Gibson had a tough run where he ran somebody over. Marcus Kemp is a guy that stood out as well. He had a couple of nice catches. He made a really nice catch on the sideline. He got open on one-on-ones as well. So I thought Marcus Kemp did a good job. Not sure if he's going to make the roster, but he definitely showed out and did a good job. Cam Crow, Ben St. Juste, they had a couple pass breakups against Mark Andrews. I thought they both did a good job. Ben St. Juste made a couple pass deflections as well. Now, he did get beat on the one-on-ones against Zay Flowers, but one-on-ones is where the wide receiver is supposed to get open, and that basically is a mismatch. Zay Flowers, you know, just how quick and shifty he is. So I didn't have a problem with that. I wouldn't take too much stock in Ben St. Juste getting beat on one-on-ones, but he did a good job making that pass breakup against, I want to say it was Nelson Aguilar. And then Cam Crow made a nice pass breakup on Mark Andrews as well. John Allen, Deron Payne with that big stop on the run game where they just sniffed it out and stopped it for a negative run. They show their dominance. John Allen just basically bulldozed their third string lineman or something like that. So John Allen's John Allen. So his stock, it is what it is because he's just such a great player. Same thing with Deron Payne for both of them. All right, let's go stock down. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say Casimir Allen, man. He had a bad drop on the first day that I saw. And then he had a bad drop that I saw on the YouTube stream where he was getting open, but he's just dropping the football. And he's with the third string, didn't get any reps with the second string, didn't get any reps with the first team. So is he a better punt returner than Dax Miller? Yes, he is. But right now, he's just not getting any reps as a wide receiver. And I think that's what's going to hurt him on making the roster at this point. I do think he can make the practice squad. Sadiq Charles, because of his health. Now, a lot of beat reporters said he looked good when he did play. But then again, they had to shut him down. It's like, can this guy go through a full practice? So I'm going to just wait and see what happens with week 1. But Sadiq Charles right now is just like, it's just up in the air with him with his health. Curtis Hodges, Mitchell Tischler said that Curtis Hodges has not blocked well this preseason at all. He hasn't caught the ball well, and that Alex Arma has taken over his spot, really, the tight end position, and he has not taken advantage of Logan Thomas being out. So Curtis Hodges stock down for him. For Darian Mathis, I would say just health reasons. Once again, he's in a boot. He barely played, didn't participate in practice. And KJ Henry, not because he's playing bad, but you know, Andre Jones has really leapfrogged him and taken his spot. So KJ Henry, I would say stock down for him. Logan Thomas, I wouldn't really say stock down, but just his health. I just don't really trust him to stay healthy this year. Good guy and all that, leader, captain of the team, had a great season in 2020, but he just has not been able to really stay healthy consistently. He's just been banged up and nicked up after that ACL injury, and he's just getting older and older. All right, and then Chase Young, I'm not saying his stock is down at all. I would just say to monitor the situation and keep an eye open. It was a stinger. I would have loved to see him participate in practice, but we just need him to be ready for week 1. We'll see if he plays on Monday Night Football. That's up in the air as well. So, and once again, I'm not mad at Ron for not naming Sam Howell the starter. It's on Ron's timeline. He doesn't have to be rushed by anyway. He can name it on Friday, which is tomorrow, or he can wait till after the game and name him the starter as well. So I have no problems with that as well. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Once again, for prize picks, I got over on Dorian Thompson-Robinson and also over on Trey Sermon rushing yards, which is 26.5. All right, you guys. Hello, Commanders. Peace.